Hello, this is Theta Sigma, also known as the Doctor, and in this video, I'll be talking about the structural, habitual nature of personal structure in life, where it takes you, and how the new attraction of life takes it. There used to be the old level of the law of attraction and strength, dignity, pride, emotion that used to take us to the next level. But now it's more complex, and it allows a new structural understanding to something called imperative. The reason why a lot of people couldn't get better a lot of the time is because they were hoping that if they just pressed more forward that they would get where they wanted to go. But even though that is the case, and you'll still get to the place you're going, you'll learn soon that you have to change your entire operating level of how you think about the structural indicator. You need to change the way you think, change the way your sociology perspective is, change the way you talk, and all that stuff. I know it sucks because you feel as if you're faking who you are, but it's not really fake. It could be actually more truer than what you've imagined so far. And when I'm not talking directly at you in this video. I'm talking in a clustered perspective that I used to talk through in the past. And I found it was one of the best ways to get all the information across. And I'm able, when I'm doing this video, I'm able to think like how I used to think, which is a good deal. A lot of people say that going into your past is not the greatest thing, but when you're finished with the future, what more can you do but go back to the past and finish what you were starting? Now, I know that kind of sounds half right untrue, but in a new way, you can pretty much do thou shalt wilt, do whatever you want. But if you want to see more complex perspective rather than an Aleister Crowley-like perspective of a cult and all that stuff, then see it that way. But I wouldn't say there is a true occult or a true level. Spirituality is way more complex. It's literally just the same thing as the physical world, but in a different perception. And there's a total amount of different perceptions, and it doesn't lead to the same place, but might be considered the same place. And you could call that source or heaven or all that stuff, but once you figure out that there's a pre-origin and a pre-origin, and it just goes before that, you realize that your past has more to it than you ever thought. So it's about meditating and mediating, exfoliating, and seeing inside your mind what happened when I was 17, what happened when I was 10, what happened when I was 9, what happened when I was 22, and just dealing with those situations. But that's for people that are a little bit on the field where they think out a different projection of thought. I wouldn't say younger or older, because everybody has their own status, their own perception of status. But I wouldn't say I have a low or high status. I just have whatever I am. I don't really know. I feel as if I'm a mystery, but I see a lot of mystery in a lot of people as well. A mystery that will be solved or will be understood in the future. But one thing that I want to say for the end of the video is be as positive as you can, live life, and do your best to help the world, and find solutions to motivate, innovate, and navigate. That's all I gotta say for now. Theta Sigma out.